we're on the pier with Pier. And we have Miss Hadiya Morris here from Organize_360, just sharing a bit about her time in Barbados as a new resident, but a long time visitor of Barbados. Roots, there are roots. So, important things that you might be interested in about Barbados. What is getting accommodation here like? If someone's interested in coming here and that's something you need to consider, what's the cost like? Any particulars they should look out for?
I think for accommodation, it really just depends on what your budget is. It's quite straightforward to be able to get yourself a small apartment or a studio apartment. You can be looking at something for around 800 Barbados dollars upwards. You could obviously get more condo style, but in condo style here, they tend to be much lower rise than you'd expect one. Maybe if you compare it to Asian condos or even European condos, they're much lower rise, and they tend to be like more apartment style with kitchenettes or smaller kitchens and stuff like that. Sometimes the bedroom is separate, sometimes not. But it tends to be around that amount.
Yeah, range? Okay.
That range.
Okay. All right. And so in your settling in period, what would you say is the biggest or one of the biggest challenges that you have faced coming to Barbados?
Challenges. Okay, so I came from Asia, so I got very, very used to the lifestyle of there's a rainbow. The lifestyle of Malaysia. So I would say getting used to some of the processes, things like opening a bank account or working out how to do some of the more administrative tasks are quite different, and it helps to kind of know a local person to help you with that. So I had my aunt, for example, which was really useful in signposting me to the right places or departments, or even sometimes calling up to help with that. So yeah, really the admin is the trickiest part, but I mean, the lifestyle is just wonderful. So everything else you can adapt to.
You can adapt. This is the reward. Okay, and so on that note, what is something that you would say to somebody considering moving to Barbados? Because there are a few options you could have for moving here, not just being a resident, but other options. So I'm thinking about it. What do you think? What should I do?
I mean, I would personally just say come. Come and have a visit first and see what it's like, because obviously living on a paradise island and visiting a paradise island are quite different. So when you do visit, try to go to more local places, try to go to not the giant supermarkets, so try to go to Popular or some of the smaller supermarkets or the markets to kind of get a real taste of the pricing of things, because Barbados is quite an expensive island in terms of groceries because everything's imported. So yeah, really just getting to grips with that, and then looking into the ways in which you can stay here. So there is the welcome stamp for remote workers. It's quite a robust kind of scheme, but you can look into how that works. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge. Bye. We're on the pier.
The pier.